Okay, let's get through Siddle because they're actually quite different. So I think it's good to have them there in the bank to practice with. This is the Siddle expects to produce 10,000, I'll use as much space as I can, 10,000 pots using 5,000 labor hours. So that means to make one pot, you will need 0.5 labor hours. That's your first point, so you know that. And it tells you the standard cost of labor hour is £10 an hour. So I'm just going to draw my chart over here. I know that each here is £10, and I know that I'm utilizing half an hour, 0.5 labor hours to make each pot. So it says that actual production was 9,000 pots. I just like putting this in here as a reference, 9,000 pots. And therefore, I'm expecting you to do this in 0.5 times 9,000, which is 4,500 hours. That is the expectation, 4,500 hours, right? And I'll just keep that. Now, first of all, just looking at this, it says, what are the standard labor costs for actual production? Well, actual production is 9,000 pots. And of course, this is based at 0.5 hours, based at £10. And of course, you multiply all this together. This is 4,500 times 10, and that's 45,000. That's my situation. And it tells me that my total labor variance is 4,001 adverse. So I know straight away that the relationship between these guys here is that I actually spent on total production 4,011 more, which brings this, of course, to 45,000 plus 4,011, and that brings that to 49,011. That's the first thing. Right. So I'll just change my pen color. Now that I have this information, I have the total cost for actual labor cost for actual production. And the question says here that you went on to pay per hour £9.61. So if you're paying £9.61 for each hour, in total you paid for 49,000 divided by 49,011 divided by £9.61. You paid for 49,011 divided by £9.61. You paid for 5,100 hours. That's what you paid for. You paid for 5,100 hours. That's what you paid for. That doesn't mean that's what you worked. The question tells us that 200 of these hours were idle. So you actually really and truly worked 4,900 hours. And that's how you get your answer here. Yes, that's what actually happened. To be honest, this is, by the way, to a certain extent, because what we are asked the first time is that the labor rate variance that I've highlighted several times is based on actual hours paid for in the end, because that's what actually happened. So you should have paid £10 on each of those hours. So that should have been 5,100 times 10, which is equal to 51,000. But you paid £9.61. I mean, I know that already. £9.61, which was 49,011, and so your rate variance is 51,000 minus 49,011, which is, so you should have paid 51,000, but you paid 49,000. See, that's favorable. Well done. So you paid the difference is 19. This is 1989. This is a favorable variance, 1989. That's a favorable variance. And that's the first thing that we need to recognize. So technically, this is a sort of 9.61 would be here. That's what you've really done, isn't it? You have that difference. In terms of efficiencies now, we can really kind of go to town. As far as my efficiency variance is concerned, well, here's my efficiency variance. You should have spent 4,500. You actually spent 4,900. That's my efficiency variance. 400 hours. 400 hours at the standard rate, of course, because everything is based on the standards here. So you have 400 hours. So 400 times 10, right, which is what we're doing, 400 times 10, right, because the standard is £10 an hour. 400 adverse, you spent 400 adverse. So 400 times 10, of course, is 4,000. Yes, 400 times 10 is equal to 4,000. And so you have here 4,000 adverse. And in terms of idle time, here's your idle time. 200 hours, we know that, times 10 as well. So that's 2,000 adverse as well. When you map all this, you see that all this nicely connects. This 1989 favorable and these two of 6,000 give you an overall 4011 adverse sort of a variance. Awesome, great stuff. Hope that helps. Okay.